This week's Extra Life on F5 Live Refreshing Technology is proudly powered by PokÃ. PokÃ brings the latest technology to gamers, offering the most immersive products for the ultimate gaming experience. They've compiled the best elements of cutting-edge ENC tech, the latest in Bluetooth 5.0 and 7.1 surround, plus extra features into their headsets so everyone can enjoy a sensational gaming experience. And they've got headsets for Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. Plus, they won't break the bank. Learn more about the headsets that are available and any current promotions by going to f5live.tv/PokÃ. So this one's just a weird story. We don't get to do these very often. A man was arrested in Japan for Pokémon Violet. I mean, that, give or take, I mean, that's the highlights. So what he did was he would falsify the game's save data and then sell the game with that falsified save data with Pokemon that he had not been caught, rare Pokemon, and Pokemon with altered skill sets. That's it. He's facing up to 5 years in prison because of video game save data, which seems excessive. So I don't know. It for me it seems pretty excessive. 5 years in prison for essentially cheating at a video game. I don't know. It's odd to me.
Do the cheats work?
Yeah.
Does the save data work? Is it legit? Does it working save data?
Yeah.
So why are they spending time and money arresting this person?
Yeah, so the Japanese have the Unfair Competition Prevention Act, which essentially, give or take, their version of the DMCA. And in 2018, they expanded it to include data and essentially save files for all sorts of various things. And so this violated that. Essentially, the save data was protected information, and he violated the data protection, falsified the data, and made a little bit of money in the meantime. He was selling it for about $80 per alteration, or you could get a pack of 6 for $30 a piece.
Yeah.
It seems excessive for cheating at a game.
Can you imagine
that doesn't have any impact? It's not like, oh, this is a thing that will flood the market with too many of a thing, screwing up the in-game economy. You know, it's not World of Warcraft, right, where there's real money changing hands inside the game and things like that. It's Pokemon. It's not even Pokemon GO. I don't know. Seems excessive to me.
Oh man, I feel very bad for this guy when he goes to prison and people ask what he's in for. Like, can you imagine that? Like, you know, I hope he's in a prison with like people who have not done very interesting things, because like, you know, you're in there in the you know, lunchroom or the rec area or his cellmate, and they want to ask like, what are you in for? Oh, murder, armed robbery, Pokemon saves.
It does create a challenge of sounding tougher, right? What are you in for? Mewtwo. What?
Yeah, listen, don't you know, don't mess with me, or I will release my release my Snorlax on you.
Yeah, my extra powered Hydro Blast.
Yeah,
What are we
that.
talking about?
I mean, also, I mean, I guess it's important to remember that Japan has much lower crime than most places
It's true.
because here in America, like if you were to say you're going to spend money putting someone in, paying for someone's jail for that, like that's a complete. I'm sorry, I think that's a complete waste of taxpayer resources. Like you gotta, I mean, it costs a lot of money to keep someone in jail, and
Hmm.
there's a lots of one could say about who belongs in jail and who doesn't belong in jail, and how much it costs, and I won't get into that all that here. But you're gonna put someone in jail for 5 years for selling Pokemon saves? Like, what's the what's the cost per year of housing someone in prison?
Hmm.
Whether it's federal or state, I don't know, but like probably at least 70,000 to 80,000 dollars a year to house them. 5 years, 400,000, $500,000 of taxpayer money, 5 years of this person's life for Pokemon.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
and here you can go, you know, clean out all of the iPhones on display at an Apple store, and California won't prosecute you. like like we saw that guy a couple weeks ago, and they're going after this guy for Pokemon save data. I your crime rate is low when you're able to focus on something like that. They go after people for littering in Japan.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of wild. I have to imagine that he's not going to get all 5 years, but nevertheless,
It's
uh,
absolutely a story I'm gonna follow because like the overall weirdness of it. It's other video game stuff happened this weekend or this week, and this is the
mhm.
one I felt we needed to focus on because it's just so weird, and we don't get to do these weird stories anymore. It 5 years and a $60,000 fine seems really excessive for Pokemon Violet save data. I don't know. It it's all just
Yeah,
very strange to me. But let us know what you think, because maybe Abram and I have the wrong opinion on this or a weird opinion. Maybe you can sell us on this. So if you think that this is not excessive, let us know why. Because I don't know. I'm definitely definitely confused. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course, hit the notification bell because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to plughitslive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.